You win.
Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to sort of be a yearly wrap up and a preview of what you can expect from me in 2019. Now, I know I've sort of done these in the past. I don't think I did it last year. I think 2018 or 2017, because 2018 was a year recovering, I really sort of slowed down a little bit. Didn't make as many videos and sort of, I think, re-established my channel this year. Or not really re-established it, but put more time into doing this and sort of got back on a regular schedule, which for me is important in anything that I do in my life. So I thought what would be kind of fun here is to go through some of the things I really liked in 2018 in terms of fragrances and sort of talk about what you can expect from this channel in 2019. And I know you're probably seeing this a little bit later in 2019. This will probably come at the end of January, beginning of February, but just know that I sort of filmed this right at the end of 2018, sort of right a couple days before New Year's. It's a Saturday before New Year's, and I just watched Notre Dame get their butts kicked by Clemson, and I'm filming this now. So I think I'm going to do this every year. I'm going to give like a little mini awards going forward. It's like the favorite sample from sample shopping, a couple of favorite fragrances I bought, my favorite scent safari, and some of my favorite perfume materials for my own fragrances I bought, and then my favorite fragrances that I worked on for my own lives. Sort of get into that, and then I'll talk about what's coming up on this channel. So my favorite sample that I received from sample shopping, and I probably received, man, I don't know, it's got to be close to, I would guess, 70, 80 fragrances from Decant Shop this year, and there was just one that's blown my mind. I can't believe I didn't get a bottle of it yet. Every once in a while, I get a sample from Decant Shop, and I'm just obsessed with it. And I will have a bottle of this in 2019, or something's gone really wrong. You guys heard me talk this up. This is from L'Artisan Parfume. This is a Seville Alaube, I believe it's pronounced. And man, this is a Bertrand Duchaufour. I'll eventually review this when I get a bottle, and I already could tell this is going to be a 9 or above. I just love this fragrance. This is the best interpretation of orange blossom I've ever smelled. Because besides from having orange blossom and citrus notes in here, it also has olive tree and beeswax. And it's just really complex and resinous. It's just blown my mind. The runner-up probably would have been Ginepro di Sardegna by Acqua di Parma, because I really like that as well. But this is a masterpiece. It's not as good as Zing from L'Artisan, but it's not far away. I just love that fragrance. Now, 2 fragrances that I bought this year, and again, I don't buy some. I really have stepped away from buying something and reviewing it right away, unless it's sent to me by a house, and then obviously you guys know I don't score it at that point. But so I've bought things this year. I would say I bought probably 15 to 20 fragrances. Nothing like I used to when I was buying close to 70, 80 fragrances a year. But I probably bought 15 to 20, maybe a little bit more. And so you can expect full reviews on, I did the review on one of these. The other one you can expect a full review on. But I would say my favorite blind buy was this guy. This is the one I reviewed. This is just Oud Touch by Frank Olivier. I'm definitely going to look more into this line. I just think this is really, for the money, man, this is really good. If you like the Dior Oud Ispahan, then you will like this. And this is $15. People have told, I think it's the Oud Vanilla or Vanilla Oud, Vanilla Touch, one of those. I'll definitely look into that. This is, for the money, is this blow away? No. But does it smell of amazing quality? No. But for the money, it's really good. And if you like Oud Ispahan, or you like the Diptyque Oud Palo, that's going to do really well for you. And then my favorite other fragrances I got, I had my eye on this for a long time. And again, I had my eye on this because I smelled it during a sample shopping episode. So again, most of what I really like to try, if I'm paying any significant money, I really want to sample it first. And so I just, I didn't buy this retail. I got a really, really good deal on this. Smelled this via sample shopping, and I was like, when it comes and I can get it for the right price, I'm going to buy this one. And so you guys know this is Leighton. by Parfum de Marly. It's actually my first Parfum de Marly purchase. I think the only other ones I'd buy at this point are Ojan. I'd buy that for the right price because I'm running low on my Amber Narguilé. And Leighton Exclusive, which is excellent as well. I'd rather have Leighton Exclusive, but this was there for just a great price. I paid under $50 for this shipped. So hey man, it's hard to beat that. Is this a crazy, niche artsy fragrance? No, it's niche for people who are being introduced to niche. I think that's what Parfum de Marly tried to do here, but it smells really freaking good. And it's almost Aventus-like, I feel like, in its mass appeal. And its quality, and so I was just really stoked to get a bottle of this. I loved it when I smelled it from sample shopping, so I'll have a full review of this hopefully in 2019, but I was really happy to get a bottle of that. I don't have the samples in front of me, but this might be a longer video too, guys, just so you know, probably be close to 20 minutes, so you either get popcorn or shut it off. I guess one or the other, depending on how you feel about me. As far as Sensafaris go, I'm going to do a lot more of those. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the two favorites, far and away, I did a lot of Sensafaris that I was really fun, and I got to explore some houses, and I always love to do those. I feel like those never work out badly for me because one way or the other, or work out poorly. One way or the other, I learned something. And the two houses far and away that I just had the most fun with this year were Original Door, who I think I did 2 episodes on Russian Adam's house. I just blow away in terms of those fragrances. And Fort and Manley, what an amazing house that is. So much respect for Fort and Manley. And, runner-up would definitely be Peck J. I mean, at the end of the year, I thought that was something really, really, really fun. And my favorite supplier I bought perfume materials from, I'm still doing the perfume thing, guys. I'm not rushing it. I'm going slow and steady, learning my materials. Definitely when my dog died, you guys know that happened in November, and some other things were going on. I slowed down. I definitely slowed down, took a little bit of a break, but I'm back into it now. And I just loved getting materials from Ensar Oud, whether it was their Green Papua Oud or their Sandalwood Royale. They just make amazing products. I wish I could exclusively use Ensar Oud products in my perfumes, but they're a little bit cost prohibitive, but I'm going to be doing more videos on that in 2019. And so I thought what I would do, because I know I haven't talked about my fragrances in a while, I thought I'd show you 4 fragrances that I worked on in 2018 that I'm sort of proud of where they are. And I have this idea in my mind that I need to launch with one fragrance because I just think the idea is great, and I think I can execute it well, and I haven't made a batch of it yet that I really feel comfortable with. And I'm not gonna ever put a fragrance out unless I'm totally, totally comfortable with it. I don't care if it takes me 30 years, like that's just the way I am. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be like Axl Rose with Chinese Democracy, right? Like it's never gonna happen, but it means I'm not gonna compromise myself because what I could see myself doing, I'm so sorry about that, but there's just no way to prevent it. What I could see myself doing is releasing shit I'm not really wanting to release because I just want to get stuff out there because I feel pressured, and then redoing my whole line 3 times. And I feel like I've been around New York City long enough and have enough friends in the restaurant industry, and once you rebrand yourself, once you open an American cuisine, new American cuisine restaurant, and you change the name and you reopen it as a modern Italian restaurant, you're done. I want to get this right when I do it. But with that said, some fragrances I worked on this year, and again, these are probably will never be released, but they've been fun experiments for me, so I'll just show them to you guys. This one's called MDMA. I called it that because it's totally synthetic. It's basically made up of like 85% synthetic musks, shit like Isoe Super and Broxin. I wanted it to be like a eccentric molecules fragrance, so I just really went balls to the wall with synthetics, and I really like it. You can tell I've worn a lot of it. It's sort of super cozy and just like weird, and it's fun to wear. It sort of has a Comme des Garçons vibe to it, so I'm sort of having fun with it. Had fun with that one. This one, vetiver cafe, went with a couple different types of vetivers. A synthetic called vetiver acetate. That's just like it packs a vetiver punch. It's like a vetiver synthetic that really ramps it up. And then I went with a bunch of coffee naturals and some chocolate naturals. The idea of pairing vetiver and coffee it's not new, right? Like Dior really did it, I think, pretty well with their vetiver for their pre-B line, but I kind of wanted to take that idea and make something more intense and to pair that green sort of earthy vetiver with something rich and sort of chocolatey and mocha-like. So I did vetiver cafe, and I really like the way that sat and matured. So that's been a really good one. This one I called Vincent's Orange Bitters. My great grandfather came to America from Sicily. His name was Vincent Ripa, and I can get into a whole long story about this, but he opened a barbershop and he was a chemist, and the mafia actually offered him a lot of money to start a fragrance / makeup company. And he declined because he was just not fucking with them. He let them do stuff in his barbershop, the Lord knows what. I'm sure there was some Mo Green moments, but but he turned that down. But I really looked up to him as a child, and so I wanted to do something in homage to him. And I really, in cocktail culture, when I was really into that, I really liked orange bitters, Reagan's orange bitters. So I sort of wanted to do a very bitter citrus fragrance with a lot of herbs, make it really sort of spicy and bitter, and make something with some mandarin peel as well. So I did something called Vincent's Orange Bitters. That might be released someday because I really like the way they came out. But my favorite thing I did, far and away, that I'm willing to talk to you guys about, that I'm willing to give the information about, is this one, and it's called Fougère, and it's for some reason a lot darker. I used a lot of naturals in it, but I wanted to make like a Fougère, and then I just piled on fruits. So there's apricot in here, there's orange, there's plum. It's really a stone fruit Fougère fragrance. There's plum, there's peach, there's apricot. There's some other stuff. I think there's apple, pineapple. So I wanted to make a sort of fruity, dark Fougère, sort of a fruity barbershop fragrance. So those are 4 I really have enjoyed doing. I have bags and bags of my experiments, but I feel like these 4 did really well for me. So that's sort of what I liked in 2018. Let me sort of talk to you quickly. I don't want to make this too long about what you can expect in 2019. There's going to be a lot more Scent Safari videos. I don't want to announce the houses, but I have a lot lined up. There's going to be indie, there's going to be niche, and I'm going to do a couple designer Scent Safari videos, whether I have to get the samples myself or whatever. We'll look at some designer houses in Scent Safari videos. That's where I explore houses. I'm going to do a video where I talk to you guys about social media and why I don't really feel like I want a big presence on social media. And why social media sort of annoys me. You can expect that sooner than later. There's going to be some more dua videos. I know some of you guys hate that, but I'm friendly with Massam, and I would recommend that if you have no idea who he is and you just hear bad things, you take the opportunity to get to know who he is. And what I want to do with those is not do the fragrances that they do that are popular, the fragrances they make that are replicas of some of the more popular stuff. They also make replicas of some fragrances that are just super under the radar, exclusive to certain regions that most people have never heard of. And I'd sort of like to explore those, like they have a replica of the Acqua di Parma exclusive line, which is like really, it's not rare, but not a lot of people know about it. There's a lot of stuff they have that are replicas of Harrod and Fort Mason exclusives. And so I want to sort of talk about some of those this year and let you guys know whether I think they're worth it and whether their originals are worth it via these replica fragrances that Dua does. There's going to be lots of reviews. I have so many fragrances I have to review. Early in the year, or at least after this video, you can expect reviews from Gucci, Commodity, Lalique, Terry Mugler, Lolita Limpica. There'll be plenty more sample shopping videos. The aim's to do those every 2 weeks. That's a relationship I've had for 6 years. You guys know you don't keep relationships like that unless you say what you do and do what you say. And Adriana, who owns Decant Shop, is my friend, and I think she's an amazing person. Why I fuck with people who let me do me, and why I love her, and why I love Dua, to be honest with you, why I don't have any problems with them, is because these are people that have never imposed their will on me. I can't tell you how many people want to give you shit and they feel like they own you because they give you a sample or give you a bottle. I've gotten a bunch of shit from Dua. I don't have to review it if I don't want to. I have shit from Dua in my closet that I've never talked about. And there's no stipulation that I have to. And it's the same thing with Decant Shop. Adriana could give a fuck less what I say about the fragrances as long as I tell you that she sells them. So that's the only sort of relationships that I'll have, to be honest with you. There'll be more starting lineups. A subscriber recommended an all-time niche starting lineup and an all-time designer, so we'll definitely do that. I do my top 5 in my collection sometimes, so I figured this year I'm going to do a best 5 tea scents and a best 5 lemon scents. I'm going to do a top 5 reviewer list, the guys that I still watch. I don't watch much anymore, I'm not going to be honest with you guys. More intimate view into how I make perfume and what you can expect there, because as I said, I'm still doing this. It's just I'm doing it at I guess a slower pace than even I thought I was going to, but I'm totally okay with that. If you guys like it, I still want to do more grooming videos and more shaving videos. You guys have to let me know. But, in summation, I really feel like this year rekindled my passion to do this. I kind of felt like at the end of 2017, I was like, well, I'm going to have my fragrance line soon anyway, so what the fuck am I doing? Why do this? And then I sort of, I guess, slowly realized maybe there's a way to do both. And the day that I'm selling a fragrance is the day that I will never give a score to another fragrance again, because I just feel like that if you think you can do both objectively, I think you're nuts. If I make a coconut fragrance, just let's say, and then I'm talking about Creed's Virgin Island Water, it's just it's a conflict of interest, one way or the other. So that's not, if someone else wants to do that, that's their prerogative, but it's not something I'm even closely interested in doing. So I think I can maintain both, right? I think I could just talk about fragrances in different ways on this channel. If I'm selling a fragrance, I will figure it out one way or the other, because I really feel like I don't have 20,000 subscribers. I've never felt compelled to care about my subscriber base. I don't even put ads on my videos, but I feel like the people that are there get it. And I can't tell you how many people, it's not a joke, I can't tell you how many people tell me like, yo, you're my favorite reviewer. I'm not trying to sound like I have a big head or anything, but like people just tell me that. They're like, I don't understand why you don't have more subscribers. And I'm always like, I don't care. Like I could figure that out. Like that's not, the math on that isn't hard, man. Like I could do designer shit. I could put hot girls on camera. I could give shit away. I could, like, come on, man. Like, you think this is a hard formula to figure out? It's like, it's super simple. But I'm not, like, I don't give a fuck to be like, well, just keep it a real buck. Like, I just don't care. I feel like the people that watch this channel rock with me. And it was so evidenced when Maxed Out came out, and that shit just sold out so quickly on Lucky Sam multiple times, and it like shocked them. That was because of like you guys, like just again. And so when I put my own shit out, yeah, like this is gonna be where I sell it. You're the people who are gonna have first crack at it, everything, you know. And I'm not gonna push it on you. I'm not gonna be like, oh, there's gonna be an ad in every video, whatever. But like, I hope you're the people that'll like it, and get it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that I feel like I can into 2018. I really sort of figured out that like, look, my fragrances will come and they'll come down the pipeline. But I can still do this, right? And I can still do this in a way that doesn't take a huge amount of time out of my life, give a couple videos a week, and just and stay in love with fragrance, which is why I started this channel. And I just love smelling different things. And that's why, guys, I don't care whether it's Dua or Polo Beverly Hills or a Riche L'Adore or some Raja Dove Purple Label. Like, if it comes in a bottle and you're selling it to me, I want to smell it and tell you what I think about it. I'm not a snob about that at all. That's just reality. If something should be sold, the politics behind it, the morality behind it, like, that's not for me to figure out. Now, I'm going to step into a world in a while where I'm going to have a stake in that. And so everything might change, but for now, to me, you put it in a bottle, you sell it, I'll tell you what I think about it, and that's it. And everything else, fuck it. If you tell me how I should do that, then I can't fuck with you. Other than that, I just don't give a shit. Like, and I'll tell, again, like, not to be preachy here, but like, people don't like, I don't mess with Alexandria at all, not for any reason, but like, I just never, just never come up. Do mess with Dua. People don't like Alexandria. People don't like Dua. People don't like all these clone houses. Jean-Paul Guerlain said wild shit about black people, which a subscriber commented on one of my videos. I had no idea, and I looked and I was like, oh my god, when I read what he said. I'm not gonna police these people. Like, it's just, if it's illegal, I probably don't want to smell it. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it's a different story. I mean, maybe I would, depending on why it's illegal. But like, I'm not the fragrance police. Like, that's not, if there's people that want to do that, like all that Jeremy fragrance, I want to smell Jeremy's thing. I'll tell you what I think. If I think it's horrible, I'll tell you it's horrible. Don't like the name. If it's hard, Office, I mean, but if it's great, I'm gonna tell you shit is great. Like, I just don't, everything else, man, I'm not a commentator. Like, I'm not, I'm smelling shit and telling you this is how I feel about it. So that's it. And I think there's still a place for me to do that. And that's all I want to tell you guys. And by the way, I promise I'm not drunk or intoxicated making this video either. I'm just very, very, very tired. I was away all Christmas week. I haven't got much sleep, so I wanted to just sit down, relax, and do a video, a wrap-up video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's probably the longest video I've made in a long time, and that's it. I'll see you real soon with more videos. Have a very belated Happy New Year. Let me know what you'd like to see in 2019 in the comments. And again, guys, if you speak, I do it. I swear to God. I mean, the whole niche starting lineup, designer starting lineup, hey, people wanted that. The whole grapefruit best video, people wanted that. You want it, I'll do it. All right, guys, that's it. I'll see you again real soon. Thank you all so much for watching. My name obviously is Maximilian, and I must know. Peace. And even though, as I said, it's belated, I want you all to have a really blessed and happy 2019. I hope it's 2019. Hope everything that you want comes your way. And I hope you're all happy and healthy, and believe me, I'm sure you know it. Being healthy.
Get in real estate and buy a steak that surprise niggas. Long silk road, fly slippers, the bar trippers. An acrobat with the kick, made you a pie flipper. For you gossipers, I bring cash. Heavy amount, the Swiss account be the main stash. When my gang blast, boom, it's like a plane crash. Young